So that brings up the Seattle Thunderbirds right now. And Seattle, as you know, the number one pick a couple of years ago, getting Matt Barzal. And this year, Barzal having a strong season for Seattle as he collected 54 points on the season. But now Seattle, who moved up to the number 4 seed in the Western Conference this year. Dante Fabro was their first pick last year. 61 points in 22 games for the Vancouver Northwest Giants in the BC Major Midget League. A lot of offense coming up the ranks for the Seattle Thunderbirds, Kurt.
Yeah, you look at their first-year players this year, Matt Barzal, Ryan Groff. These guys had an impact in the offensive zone, with Barzal obviously going to the World Under-18 Championships and being so dynamic in that tournament. Dante Fabro, getting the chance to watch him in the BC Midget, the Major League All-Star game. He was just dynamic, end-to-end rushes, scored a goal from his blue line out, all the way down, great shots. So, Seattle's a team that's building for the future and has had a lot of big picks in the last couple of years, and they're probably very excited about this opportunity here.
And Fabro, a defenseman as well, so plenty of offense coming from the back end from him this season. As we go to the stage, and Richard Dirksen.
With the 16th pick of the first round, I'd like to call up Colin Alexander, Director of Player Personnel for the Seattle Thunderbirds.
And the other first-round pick last year was Caden Elder, who played 38 games for the Notre Dame Argos. He had 38 points.
Seattle selects in the first round from Langley, BC, left defenseman Jarret Tyszka.
Jarret Tyszka, who's from Langley, as you heard, played for the Langley Eagles. He was an all-star at the Kibet tournament in Kamloops, and you mentioned a good skating defenseman who's now part of the Seattle Thunderbirds.
Yeah, another guy here, great size and who can skate, so obviously, very dynamic out there. Has an offensive presence in the offensive zone as well, a guy that's not afraid to sneak backdoor and look for those passes from players, forwards down low. Plays very positional, not a very big hitter, I wouldn't say, but he's really good with his stick, positions himself well, and is a very smart defenseman.
All right, Colin Alexander, the Director of Player Personnel for the Seattle Thunderbirds, is with Peter Labardius. Peter.
Very, very impressive board that we just showed about how you've collected some assets. Where does this young man fit going forward?
Well, we think he fits really good. He's a big mobile defenseman. We've got some good defensemen a year older than him. We think that'll be a big core for our team down the road, and he's going to be a guy that can play a big role for our team as a big guy with presence. He moves really well, and that's what you need today. You need to still have the size, but you need the guys to be able to skate good, and Jarret does that.
How excited are you about the players that you have in your system? You guys look like you're really right now as a group on the verge of taking that next step.
Yeah, Steve did a really good job. The team took a step this year, and now we want to just keep it rolling by taking more players that we can build into our mold, and that's what we think we got here.
Colin, thanks so much.
My pleasure.
The Seattle Thunderbirds in that miserable U.S. division. Everett getting better all the time. We know about that one particular team on its way, but the Seattle Thunderbirds look like they are very much poised next year to be probably right there neck and neck with those teams.
They'll try to up the 41 wins that they had in the 2013-14 regular season that just went by, and they went to the second round also of the playoffs before being eliminated by the Kelowna Rockets in 4 straight in that second round series. So Seattle taking Jarret Tyszka, and half of the picks so far, the first 16 have been from BC, as Jarret is the 8th BC product taken so far in the 2014 first round WHL Bantam Draft.